Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India always emphasizes on climate action even as it pursues social and economic development, leaves for Dubai to attend World Climate Action Summit. Over 64% voter turnout recorded in Telangana Assembly elections, counting of votes for Assembly elections in 5 states on Sunday. Defence Acquisition Council approves proposals worth 2,23,000 crore rupees to enhance operational capabilities of armed forces. Centre is implementing many schemes in collaboration with states to ensure quality education for tribals, says Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda in an exclusive interview with Akashvani News. And 4th T20 cricket match between India and Australia to be played in Raipur tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said India has always laid emphasis on climate action even as it pursues social and economic development. Mr. Modi said at the invitation of President of UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, he is travelling to Dubai to attend the World Climate Action Summit of the COP28 tomorrow. In his departure statement, the Prime Minister expressed happiness that this significant event is being held under the presidency of the UAE, which has been an important partner for India in the field of climate action. Mr. Modi said during India's G20 presidency, climate was high on priority. He said the New Delhi leaders' declaration includes numerous concrete steps on climate action and sustainable development. Briefing media in New Delhi about the visit, Foreign Secretary Vinay Mohan Kwatra said Mr. Modi will also participate in 3 high-level side events in Dubai tomorrow.
Honorable Prime Minister will deliver his address at the opening session of the World Climate Action Summit. Besides his address to the COP28, Prime Minister will also be participating in 3 high-level side events, of which 2 are being co-hosted by India. The first high-level event, which is being co-hosted by India and the UAE, is the launch of Green Credits Initiative.
Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change Bhupendra Yadav inaugurated the India Pavilion at COP28 in Dubai today. The theme of the pavilion is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, reflecting India's commitment to global environmental responsibility. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today distributed more than 51,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits through video conferencing. Addressing the appointees on the occasion, Mr. Modi said Rozgar Mela paves the way for youth to become the makers of a Vikasit Bharat. He said they have to prioritize ease of living for citizens and fulfill their duties with full commitment.
अब आप राष्ट्र निर्माण की उस धारा से जुड़ने जा रहे हैं जिसका सरोकार सीधे जनता जनार्दन से है। भारत सरकार के कर्मचारी के तौर पर आप सभी को बड़े बड़े दायित्वों का निभाना है। आप जिस भी पद पर रहें, जिस भी क्षेत्र में काम करें, आपकी सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता देशवासियों की ईज ऑफ लिविंग ही होनी चाहिए।
The Prime Minister stressed that his government reached out to those people who never reaped the benefits of central government schemes. He said India is witnessing an infrastructure revolution and global institutions are optimistic about India's growth story. Speaking at another event, the Prime Minister said the resolution of a developed India rests on 4 Amrit pillars, which include women, youth, farmers and poor families. He was speaking after interacting with beneficiaries of the central government's welfare schemes virtually under the nationwide outreach program Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. The Prime Minister also launched the program to increase the number of Jan Aushadhi Kendras in the country from 10,000 to 25,000. He also launched Pradhan Mantri Mahila Kisan Drone Kendra. Komalapati Venkataravanamma, member of a self-help group from Prakasam district in Andhra Pradesh, shared her experience of learning to fly drones for agricultural purposes.
आपको सरकारी योजनाओं का क्या लाभ मिला है?
సౌర్ యోజన ఉన్నాయి చాలా ఉపయోగాలు పడ్డాయి విజాల యోజన కూడా చాలా ఉపయోగపడ్డాయి
और आपको ये ड्रोन का सीखने को मिला है क्या तो उसका क्या अनुभव है
मुझे बहुत अनुभव हुआ है एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट से और 4 मटर कंपनी वालों से शक्ति मिली है
In Odisha, the Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is continuing successfully with active participation of the people. A report from our Sambalpur correspondent.
The Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Jatra is being organized in 6,794 Grama Panchayats of 30 districts in Odisha. Awareness about the public welfare schemes of the central government is being spread among the people under this program in 283 cities. The program covers schemes like PM Awas Yojana Gramin, National Rural Livelihood Mission, PM Kisan, Crop Insurance Scheme, Poshan Abhijan, Ujjwala Yojana, Ayushman Bharat, Jan Aushadhi Yojana and PM Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. In addition to organizing health camps, arrangements have also been made for the registration of the beneficiaries under various schemes. Lingraj Das, liaison officer of the Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Jatra in Bargarh district, says,
विकसित भारत संकल्प यात्रा जो है सेंट्रल वाइड कैंपेन है जिसमें ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि टू रेज अवेयरनेस थ्रू आउटरीच एक्टिविटी टू अचीव सिचुएशन ऑफ ऑल स्कीम जितना भी स्कीम है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का जो आउटरीच लेवल है उसमें ऑल स्कीम का सिचुएशन करने के लिए इसको रखा गया है जो कि 15 तारीख से शुरू हो गया है.
The Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Jatra has turned into a movement in Odisha. Alok Chandra Bari, Akashvani Samachar, Sambalpur.
In Telangana, 64.42% voter turnout was recorded till 5 p.m. in the assembly elections. Polling took place on all 119 assembly seats in the state. The political fate of 2,290 candidates has been sealed in the EVMs today. Telangana is witnessing a triangular battle between the ruling Bharat Rashtra Samiti BRS, led by Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, the Congress and Bharatiya Janata Party. The counting of votes for the assembly elections held in 5 states, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Mizoram, Rajasthan and Telangana, will be held on the 3rd of December. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Defence Acquisition Council, headed by Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, today approved capital acquisition proposals worth 2,23,000 crore rupees to enhance the operational capabilities of the armed forces. The Defence Ministry said 98% of the total amount will be sourced from domestic industries. It said this will give a substantial boost to the Indian defence industry with the aim of achieving the goal of Atmanirbharta. The Council has approved the procurement of 2 types of anti-tank munitions, namely Area Denial Munition ADM Type 2 and Type 3, which are capable of neutralizing tanks and armoured personnel carriers and enemy personnel. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has called upon the Indian Coast Guard to continue working with dedication and professionalism towards bolstering the coastal defences and maritime capabilities of the country. Inaugurating the 40th Coast Guard Commanders Conference in New Delhi today, Mr. Singh complimented the Indian Coast Guard for ensuring maritime security by being the leader in the field of search and rescue and pollution response. Union Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda has said the centre is implementing many schemes in collaboration with the states to ensure quality education for tribals. He said the Eklavya Model Residential School is a major initiative in this regard. In an exclusive interview with Akashvani News, Mr. Munda said approval has been granted to open Eklavya Vidyalayas at 740 additional locations across the country. Additionally, approval has also been given for the appointment of 38,000 teachers in these schools. The minister expressed hope that in the coming month, 10,000 teachers will be recruited in the new Eklavya schools. He also mentioned that the budget for these schools has been increased from 278 crore rupees to 2,000 crore rupees.
हमने 2014 के बाद लगातार महसूस करते हुए एक नई योजना का आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई मोदी के नेतृत्व में प्रारंभ किया, जिसमें हमने यह सुनिश्चित किया कि एकलव्य आदर्श आवासीय विद्यालय इसकी संख्या बढ़ाई जाए, ब्लॉक लेवल तक ले जाया जाए और वैसे आबादी वाले क्षेत्र में जहां बाहुलता है वैसे इस ब्लॉक में स्कूल खोले जाएं और ऐसे कुल मिलाकर के अब 740 स्थानों पर विद्यालय प्रारंभ हो, इसकी स्वीकृति दी गई है।
The full interview can be heard at 9:30 tonight on Akashvani Gold and additional frequencies. The centre has approved the recovery and reconstruction plan of over 1,658 crore rupees for Joshimath, which was affected by landslides and ground subsidence early this year. A high-level committee under the chairmanship of Union Home Minister Amit Shah approved the plan. The National Statistical Office, Ministry of Statistics and Programme Implementation announced the gross domestic product GDP data for the second quarter spanning July to September of financial year 2023-24. The second quarter GDP growth stood at 7.6%. Agriculture, livestock, forestry and fishing industry grew 1.2% in the second quarter of financial year 24. Mining and quarrying grew 10%. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said these GDP growth numbers display the resilience and strengths of the Indian economy in the middle of such testing times globally. Benchmark indices today ended higher in the volatile session, with the Nifty surpassing the 20,100 level. The BSE Sensex rose 86 points to end at 66,988. The NSE Nifty gained 37 points to settle at 20,134. In the forex market, Indian rupee closed at 83 rupees 39 paise against the US dollar. The External Affairs Ministry today said the nexus between organized crime, trafficking, gun running and extremists at the international level is a serious issue for law enforcement agencies to consider. Addressing media in New Delhi this afternoon, Ministry spokesperson Arindam Bagchi said the US side had shared some inputs pertaining to nexus between organized criminals, gun runners, terrorists and others during discussions on bilateral security cooperation. He informed that a high-level inquiry committee has been constituted to look into all relevant aspects of the matter.
The case against an individual has been filed in a US court, allegedly linking him to an Indian official. This is a matter of concern. We have said, we reiterate, that this is also contrary to government policy. The nexus between organized crime, trafficking, gun running, and extremists at an international level is a serious issue for law enforcement agencies, organizations to consider, and it is precisely for that reason that a high-level inquiry committee has been constituted, and we will obviously be guided by its results.
On Canada, the spokesperson stressed that they have consistently given space to anti-India extremists and violence, and that is at the heart of the issue. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the upper reaches of Kashmir Valley have received a fresh spell of snowfall, while incessant rains have been lashing the plains of Kashmir region since last evening. As per reports, the higher reaches in Kashmir where snowfall has been recorded include Hirpura, Razdan Top, Pir Ki Gali, Sadhna Top, Sinthan Top, Zojila, Solmarg and famous skiing destination of Gulmarg in North Kashmir. Meanwhile, Karna, Keran and Machil roads in Kupwara, Bandipura, Gurez and Mughal Road, an alternate road link connecting Kashmir with the rest of the country, have been closed for vehicular traffic due to snowfall. In cricket, India will take on Australia tomorrow in the fourth T20 International of the five-match series at Shahid Veer Narayan Singh International Stadium in Raipur. India are currently leading the series 2-1. The Board of Control for Cricket in India today announced the squad for the Indian cricket team's tour of South Africa beginning December the 10th. Rohit Sharma will lead Team India in the Test series in the upcoming tour, while KL Rahul will take over the captaincy reins during the ODI leg of the tour. Suryakumar Yadav will lead the T20I side. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India always emphasizes on climate action even as it pursues social and economic development. Leaves for Dubai to attend World Climate Action Summit. Over 64% voter turnout recorded in Telangana assembly elections, counting of votes for assembly elections in 5 states on Sunday. Defence Acquisition Council approves proposals worth 2,23,000 crore rupees to enhance operational capabilities of armed forces. Centre implementing many schemes in collaboration with states to ensure quality education for tribals, says Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda in an exclusive interview with Akashvani News. and fourth T20 cricket match between India and Australia to be played in Raipur tomorrow. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.